You're looking right at it, yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice that you pulled it up there.
Herc, look at me.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
smoke.
helpful.
Yeah, thank you.
And I think we can see bubbles in 9 as well, actually. in that.
So yeah, if you're following along at home, the Norbit sonar screen is what you're seeing on channel 3. And that is the same tool that we're really using, and you're hearing a lot of conversation about it.
Are you coming up? Yeah, you're coming up.
Yeah, looking at kind of the shooting star pattern.
Yeah.
Still a fish cloud in there.
Yeah.
Right over the footprint where we sat the first time. Cannot see so close, but so far. Maybe if we sit there and wait. I don't know what you want to do here. Just sample or just look around? Or?
I don't want to sample it, but I want to look around if we see more of this, or if this is the one and only small pit with bubble stream that we have in this area.
Okay.
This is the only one I see, but
Norbit.
Yeah.
big hole.
There may be another stream. No, I take it back. Probably.
Did you want to look like at a different direction from waypoint 7?
We can see what Annie sees
Oh,
on the sonar. You have another one, right, Annie? A possible.
No, I think
Ah,
it's
okay.
not
Okay.
carrier. It might just be a fishy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to go and just do a rotate kind of 180 in either direction, we can see what shows up in 30 meters. But also, we've only moved west. Did you want to move maybe to the east or to the north?
Absolutely. Like both the sites that we haven't covered yet. Like, yeah. East. Yeah, basically east and west. Like just the both, yeah. To cover both sides here around Bubbles 9.
Okay. Did you want to go all the way over on the other side of waypoint 7?
Not yet. I would just like to stay a bit closer around this bubble side and then go back to waypoint 7.
Okay.
I just want to be sure that it was really only this small pit because we're trying to figure out how big the seep areas are.
back into the fish cloud.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It is.
I think, are we looking at Bubbles 9? I think this must be Bubbles 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see the sediment is super fluffy.
Yeah, we
and
can't
light.
see anything here, huh?
I'm going to go just straight
I've
forward.
come up a bit to we're scanning out to the east now, chasing a little possible bubble stream. Looks like a bubble stream.
Okay.
It's about 8 meters in front of us. It's very, very little though.
Very faint, yeah.
Change my range, see.
It's more like a fish than a bubble stream.
I know, but it's
Is
still
it
there.
moving?
It's not moving.
Looks like it's, yeah, staying stable.
Yeah, I can see the stream coming off of it through the telltale.
Gives it a good direction of current.
Yeah, it does.
Annie, what do you mean by the stream coming off of it?
Well, we're pretty, let me just change the range so it'll be easier to see. So see how this, there's like the bright spot and then it really does kind of look like a shooting star.
No, it's coming up, yeah.
like you can see that it's almost like the tail end of it, and there it is on the right, just to the right of the top of the laser. You can see it on the screen. 43.
Yeah.
760.
Okay, the bubbles are here in front, then the gastropods around it. And then also I would like to look at like the area here where we
Yeah, that definitely looks
where
like
we have
some
the mat and yeah.
Zoom in a bit more if you want.
A minute.
So what we haven't seen yet is clams. Huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
no, I think that maybe by that bubbles 3, if I'm remembering correctly, and if it was, you know, I wasn't just seeing the small version of the Zeus camera, it looked like there might have been some, but I could totally be wrong.
No,
I could have seen things that looked like this and thought it was clams from downstairs.
I'm looking up the notes from up here, so there were small clams in the notes with bubbles 3.
Yeah, I think that would be a good
yes,
site
PC3.
to go back to, maybe.
Like, they just taught me how to do this, so give me a second. To Pip.
Okay, tomorrow.
Is that a clam? Just right in
Just
front
a
of us?
second.
I'm looking at that. I don't know. I can't tell if that's hash or if that's just like some weird mat that's floofed up. Bubbles.
It's a nice one.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one, yeah.
So far.
That's great.
Then we can zoom out again.
Yeah, go ahead and zoom out.
Sure, it's a nice stream.
And follow this patch just to its end.
No luck over there on the orbit?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Tamara, do let me know if you want me to drop targets for any of the observations you're making besides those bubbles, okay?
That's okay, yeah.
He's figuring it
The
out.
bubbles 10 was a good target.
That was a big flatfish. Hello. Oh. So Tamara, what is your goal in, you know, will this be a calculation of the total size, or are you just trying to get a sense of, you know, west to east, are they getting bigger or smaller? You know, what are you trying to sort out?
I'm trying to get a sense of the size of this, the area that is influenced by the seeps and by the bubbling.
Oh my.
Oh, cool. The sablefish coming back in.
Yeah, so many.
Love it.
They've accepted us as their leader. Away, be gone.
Okay. Is it about 5 meters that we traveled from bubbles 10?
Yeah, it seems to be running out around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 meters.
6 meters.
Excellent guess at
Thank
21 degrees. Because I can't access the mouse on the top screen.
Oh, is this
the
a
same
different
patch?
bubble
I
stream?
think it might be a
different one, right?
different
Yeah.
bubbles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's our heading? 357.
I think.
Also again from a small pit.
I think that might be the same one.
I think it's the same one.
We're like 5 meters away from the other marker.
Well, let's just see.
They do look very similar.
The fish are tearing it up, so there's really...
Yeah, it's hard to see.
The reason why I say it's the same one because I haven't changed headings. At all.
No, it's the same one.
Oh,
Really? We're just looking at it from different sides?
We approached that one from, yeah.
Do we want to clarify that in the...
I like the blue. I can deal with blue. Yeah, you can move the ship. Sorry.
Bridge nav. Can you please step the ship 42 meters at 031? Actually, you know what? Step the ship 30 at 025. Thank you. Okay. Ship is moving.
So for our viewers, if you have our
Wow.
audio quality back again, please send us in your questions. We'd love to get them into the conversation here. This is an exploration dive in Astoria Canyon. We're about a mile east of where we had dove in this canyon feature a little bit earlier in the expedition. So what we're seeing is new to us, new to visual exploration of this type. We are along the northern edge of Astoria Canyon here, checking out a variety of targets.
Are we right around waypoint 7? Front row, I don't think any of you are on SPL.
Yeah, we're just about waypoint 7. Sorry, we're not on SPO. We're just 5 meters almost directly south of it.
Okay.
What's your range there?
Right now I'm at 10 meters.
Roger. You can
Well,
range
good
right
thing we
out
didn't
there
land
with
here
this
first.
flat
Yeah.
background.
Change it to 40.
What's the range now? 40 meters?
Yeah. So now you're looking directly at it. Actually, we're kind of over it, almost
Are we? Yeah.
precisely.
We are over it, but just turning my head in.
Maybe something over on our left.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Maybe not.
If you don't see anything on the sonar, we should do the same survey pattern again as before, just like go out in each direction a little bit to be sure that we are not overseeing a seep site that is not currently bubbling.
Okay, I came in from the south, so I'll head out to the west.
Yep, sounds good.
Zoom in just a little bit. No,
Copy that.
that's good. Try this auto altitude thing again now that we've dropped 25 pounds worth of iron on the seabed.
I think that's a rock.
I don't know why we're heavy, but can you put a note in the log that we were like 25 pounds heavy?
It's not because of that rock right there.
There's not 25 pounds of mud on there.
It is noted.
What does the shape of waypoint 8 remind you of?
Like a crow's foot.
Okay. I'll draw, see if I can do another
A sea
crow's
turtle
foot. Sea turtle.
looking up, yeah, with his little beak.
I mean, can draw
Oh yeah, I
something
see
Maybe
that.
this is
Looking from the side.
more interesting here.
Ooh, are these all
12 meters in
sablefish
front of
or?
us.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
Suddenly a lot of sablefish.
There might be
They kinda
something
snuck
at
up on
21
us.
degrees to us, but 12 meters.
Roger. That looks like a bubble stream.
And
No shadow behind it.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and you can see the tail a bit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a comet.
but don't get too excited. Just might be nothing.
It could be a comet.
Yes.
An interesting
Michael.
observation for a viewer that just
Could be
the
a
more
fish,
fish
too.
and more starfish today, and they're wondering if it's from the fresh water coming from the Columbia. I suppose that maybe has an influence. The difference between yesterday's dive site and today's is we're in a canyon. Canyons are known to be highly productive areas where nutrients tumble down in the seafloor. Think about it kind of like a highway connecting the shallow ocean and the deep ocean. So you see a lot of sediment raining down. Some
Oh,
of that
Yeah, looking good now. Yeah.
maybe from the Columbia. Hey,
Good find.
Just about right on top of it.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Yeah, I have a visual. This time it was the fish stirring it up, not me.
Yeah, there it is.
Excellent.
Would it be possible to zoom in on that to see if that's actual, oh, there's bubble, but
Yep.
also actually mat or gastropods?
Looks from the distance looks like gastropods, but
Yeah.
there are some more denser areas. I bet that is mat.
What's the difference?
Mat is bacterial mat, and then gastropods are little snails.
Oh.
245.
That's fun.
How far away from waypoint 7 are we here at
I
this
know what a
position?
snail
I will tell you in just one moment.
Yeah, thank you.
It's quite a bit.
Front of us where the bubbles are coming from.
Our distance from waypoint that K2 was putting in and sequentially,
Yeah.
do you know where you
Yes.
left off? Was it bubbles 8?
I might find out from the notes here. Yeah, bubbles 8.
Okay, so this is bubbles 9.
It's a good dive when you make it all the way to bubbles 9.
Yeah. This is all streaming out of like a little pit.
Okay, now I can zoom in there.
Coming in.
Hmm. Yeah,
Very,
tiny little snails.
that's what I was confused about. Like, how are there that many little snails?
Dinner bell's going off. They're living their best life.
Alright, living the dream here. Would you like a full zoom once things clear up?
Actually I can zoom out. So.
Oh, wide.
There's like a giant shark over on the left, or a fish.
Probably sablefish.
It looks like a shark, so
Really
it's
big.
more exciting. No, it's
Oh.
just like
There's like a
in my inner
flatfish over
childhood.
there that looks large from this angle, but oh, back there. Yeah,
yeah.
I think they're just big sablefish.
Is it the sablefish from
right.
before? Yeah.
Fish are just wrecking the visibility.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
Well-
what's that green stuff or fluffy stuff below us?
A bunch of bullies.
Or is it
Is
just
that
sediment?
not just
come
sediment?
on.
It's just sediment, yeah.
Gotta scare them all away first.
Stop doing it, fish.
Oh yeah, there. Yeah.
At
moving
least when our blue shark
the sediment around here.
came yesterday, it didn't disrupt anything.
I was gonna go find some clear water, but the fish are
Yeah.
not helping. It's not me, it's the fish. For once.
Could we also get a zoom on this area here,
Sure, go ahead.
if it's only the gastropods or a mix? Wow, yeah.
Yeah, it
Again,
looks like
all the
reduced sediment
snails.
with just gastropods.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there's some white mat under some of them. It's hard to
Yeah.
tell though, probably. And then just hash. I don't
Okay, zoom out.
Thanks.
Oh, wide.
Maybe we come back here in a minute. If
Yep.
Doug.
Annie, about how far west would you say we went until we turned around?
In which instant?
Just now. Trying
Like,
to write
since
down
we've
like
seen the
how
bubbles?
large that seep area was from waypoint, or from the bubbles 9 when we saw it.
Okay, so
Is that all the way in? Now, does it float?
Are we troubleshooting an issue up there?
Yeah, I think they're just making sure that the vehicle's buoyancy is...
We're doing a ballast adjustment there.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. Sorry, it's
You're
so
very
loud.
soft. You're like extremely soft.
Yeah, I think just speak up and I'll get you.
Okay, head out to the east now.
Actually, no, tomorrow I wanted to do a little bit of exploration around
Yes.
W.8, waypoint 8.
Approach it from the east.
So
Yes, exactly. I want to go a bit south and then approach it, like around them, approach it from the east, and then we will be heading out in the north. Then we should have all the direction covered because we came in
So if you want to head
northwest. Yeah.
about 135 degrees,
Right.
and then we can head it from the east. Right? That's what you said tomorrow?
Yes, south and
South
then
and then east.
come in from the east, and then we will leave it towards north, north-ish.
I'm gonna, that's not where you're going. You're staying where you are, just so you know. I have to adjust this mark.
Can you put the orbit up over there, Mike?
Sure. That's not it.
I don't know what one she's using, but
Which one is it on again?
CAMAC 2.
you might not have it.
Yeah, I wouldn't pull it up for us back here, so it might not work.
Yeah, it's not coming up. None of the CAMACs are.
Yeah, I don't think for some reason we're able to pull those up.
Yeah. And when we are ready, can we get a little closer to the seafloor?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's not coming up. Oh no, where'd you go? Oh, you're tugging, that's why.
Come down 5 meters.
Coming down.
What are these little squiggly guys?
Eel pouts. Or maybe rat tails of some kind. So I think they were the snakehead eel pout or something.
Kind of cool.
Do you want to go further to the south there? I've kind of drawn a little
So I think
seal or turtle or something on the
I think we
nav screen
covered
there.
the southern area before, so it looks like there is really nothing. We are coming in from the east right now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did 3 little loops around there.
Yeah. So I think yes, let's leave waypoint 8 behind then and head over to 7.
Roger.
Could we turn towards port as we do it? Or will that wrap you?
Oh, I can.
No, that would wrap us.
Just to scan it. One more
You
time.
can scan, but they're looking directly at it now to the south.
Still nothing.
No, nothing.
Nah.
Still nothing.
Just one last check.
Yes, yeah.
That's a very big sablefish. Yeah, it is.
Okay, Dan, you're going to move 23 meters at 019.
Roger. I can see it actually on whatever you call, forget what you call that guy again.
High pack?
So tomorrow, where are we now in the?
Just a little bit south of.
Yeah, south of waypoint 8. And I would like to approach waypoint 8 and from the east again to cover that area as well to see if we see something.
Gotcha.
It's not very far, just to check out the area.
Waypoint 8 is about 42 meters from us, so once the pilots get settled.
.42?
Yeah, so we're here.
Yeah.
We're just going to go.
Waypoint 7,
Wait,
okay,
waypoint
sorry.
8.
I thought,
sorry.
yeah, I wanted to explore a little bit the area here, but yeah, we have to wait until you're ready again.
Sorry,
Moving
I
the pokey
misunderstood
stick?
you there. Was the stream last night and at these 2 waypoints strong?
So there was one really big one, but it was a little bit difficult which one it was from the whole row as we were running straight over it. So yes, one of them was really big, but I can't say if it's that one or 7 or 13 or 14. But they were all right.
Not the view.
I did just.
You guys are able to pull the Norbit screen back up there, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, okay.
Just because I'm going to be
let's do-
shifting on and off, but if you want to keep your eye out.
It's currently on PC3, if you're able to dial that in.
I have the what's the other computer that it's on? MB Proc?
Turn on the
No,
downlight there.
like the
Wait.
not Norbit down facing
Retract
one.
the thumb.
Let me
Okay,
look at the
retracting
KVM.
thumb
I will tell you
and
this.
down light.
No.
I think it's called it's either the Norbit or the Norbit laptop. Or
It's not-
Nav, is it?
No,
Chris
it's
told
not
me last night.
Norbit.
I can't remember. It was Nav something.
I can't pull up anything that's on KVM. I can only do stuff.
Oh,
that's
you know what it is? It's Cam Acquisition 2, I think.
CAMAC 2. Okay.
Try that one.
Can you see that thing in bubble cam there?
Not much more than you can.
What if you turn around the other way?
No, because then it'll cover it up like that.
Looks like confetti.
It's marine snow. For some reason, mine won't pull up any of the CAMACs.
Porch is all the way in, right?
Ila, do you have PC options on there? Like a button that says PC
I have
1, 2, 3.
No PC options. I have both the CAMAC options, but they won't pull up on this model.
Did he already pitch it?
The CAMACs won't pull up if you press the buttons.
You mean it's normally the GUI, I guess, is designed so that you're using the Norbit as a bottom multi-beam. So you're trying to map the seafloor.
Is there like a depression on the left side, or was that just from the image? Could we have a look there? Yeah.
Looks like a ROV and depression.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
So it's been modified or something?
Yeah, and so K2, Dr. Krasinski wrote a GUI adaptation so that you can use, the data is read, but then it, for the user, it is displayed on the screen at the same, so as if, like, you can see the forward view of the Norbit itself. It's just easier to interpret. The other way, it's like facing down and you have to, it's just different.
Yeah, so on this way now, like what is to the right of Herc appears on the right of the Norbit screen?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
So you don't have to, in your mind, you don't have to
Like
reorganize the image. Plus, like, the heading of the vehicle is already, like, when I look at a bearing on here, then I have to think about what the heading of the vehicle is.
Could we move about, I don't know, 5-10 meters south and have a look there, and then maybe approach waypoint 8 again from the eastern side? Just that there might not be an active bubble stream right now, but it still could be that we see some bacterial mat or some gastropods or something indicating that there is a seep area. And if we don't see anything and the sonar keeps to be empty, we will move on to waypoint 7 after we did this little survey.
Oh, a fish hydrate sample.
A what?
That little fishy just fell down into the hydrate sampler.
Oh dear.
There he is.
Oh.
Yeah, we have the little cover, the little lid covering the tube, so he can't actually get into the receiving element, the receiving element.
Good. Probably would have been
So
a very
we're not
bad day
gonna,
for him.
yeah, we're not gonna catch him in there.
Were you just waiting for Argus to catch up?
Oh, I'm trying to get the mud off of the vehicle.
Oh.
Oh, that looks effective.
And the gas tight bottles that we have on today, they have the large body.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were awfully confident after yesterday.
So it's also a question of how deep we are, that we get enough amount, or the amount of gas will be enough. So here, actually, at these sites, we would probably get by with smaller bodies, but yesterday, for example, I couldn't have used the 10 cc one, the small ones, because it would strictly not have given us enough gas to work with. So that's the reason why we are having the big bodies when we are diving at smaller areas, and the small ones when we are in the deep ocean.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. 7 and 5.
Oh my God.
The black one is 5, and the green-red one is 7.
I don't know how Mike got that chunk off. I can't get it off of there.
So we keep it.
Did you use your mango arm?
super sticky. I don't want to come off.
It just wants to flake off little bits at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, you're starting to get some momentum now. Ew. It's kind of...
Yeah.
Maybe we lose it over the next 40 meters. Now, some of it.
Something.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so close.
I don't think it's going to come off.
Okay, yeah, let's just move towards the waypoint then. And hope that it doesn't influence our view too much.
Okay, you can look 135 now. So. Can move 10 meters southeast.
Bridge nav.
Moving 135. And
Yeah, come back down
Can
again.
you please step 10 at 120?
No more autos.
What was that? You said no more
Bridge
auto?
nav. Sorry, can you please step 10 at 135? Bridge, ship is moving. And you're just about at the waypoint?
Roger.
Oh.
Okay, I believe I'm at the waypoint.
You are. Maybe if we have a scan around.
Let's look around a little bit. Maybe we see something. I assume there's nothing on the sonar.
There, yeah, it's kind of disturbingly just dark.
Yes.
I didn't want to bring it up first.
So Annie, if you have a moment, would you care to explain how you're reading the Norbit?
What's that?
I have no idea how you're reading that.
Yeah, the Norbit's sending like a curtain of sound out. And
That's something you want to go look at?
No.
Just
Nova was
explaining
just
Norbit.
asking. So it's like how the multi-beam is down facing and sends a curtain of sound out. Not necessarily a curtain, more like a fan. Norbit's doing the same thing, and so it's just basically constant looking forward, kind of you can think of like in 180 degrees. And I'm looking for places that are bright, which is indicating that this sound is not traveling necessarily at the same speed as all the other places. And right now it's pretty dark because most of the sound is just doing regular water column sound speed things. But Norbit, gooey.
Come up 10 meters, Mike.
10 meters.
Really stuffed it.
Yeah.
40 meters at 120.
How many meters are we your waist, Delaney?
40 meters at 121. I was just having Dan check something out on that flared up on the
Yeah.
sonar.
Still trying to get the mud off, so
But,
that's fine.
it's going to
No
be a
worries.
few more minutes.
I'm just logging where we're at.
So all the active
Are
sites
both
that
of the verticals on?
Yes.
Dan, you can head over here.
So all the active sites that we have seen this morning, they were way easier to identify than yesterday compared to the yesterday. So this time all the sites have been connected to either a large obvious pit with like lots of anoxic sediment exposed, lots of gastropods around it, and also bacterial mats. And the bubble streams have been very active. So we should have a bit easier today compared to yesterday to actually identify bubble streams and also the surrounding bacterial.
There may be something over at this red cross that's about 20 meters at 74 degrees from your current heading.
Roger.
But I'm seeing something like
We can go faster and slow down if we
Can crawling speed versus walking
okay.
with a walker speed. Yes, please.
Tug, tug, tug.
How is the still camera looking?
It looks good.
Yeah.
When we're this high off the seafloor, though, it gets very dark. But then if we were to be closer and there were to be, like, you know, the gastropods or the white mats, then it would be really blown out. So just trying to find a good in-between.
Yeah.
I can get a little closer there.
It's okay.
That should bring it to under 1 meter there.
Are the lights that we have on currently what we will usually have on?
No.
Okay.
Is that better or worse?
That's good.
Huh?
That's fine. I just need to mess with the settings a little.
Well, we've been running like that, which it doesn't light up the front porch as much. There's a little bit of a dark spot in front of the vehicle. If you look in bubble camera, that goes away when we turn those on. So if we're looking at a sample or getting ready to take a sample or sit down on the seabed, we'd probably have that one on, or you would be taking a picture.
Which one is that, down?
Yeah, that's the down lights. Yeah, they also light up the porch too, so we have them off so the jewelry on the fronts there is kind of in a shadow.
Tugging.
Roger.
You can just type in the correct information. Was it wrong? Oh, okay. Yep.
Okay.
When you get a little closer, Mike, you can come up 5.
Copy.
Thanks for catching that.
We'll probably want to stop the ship about 40 meters shy of the waypoint because we're lagging.
Oh.
That's a pretty good one.
There you go, there you go.
That's the winner.
That's the one, that's the one.
Wait, did we find the official term though?
No, but I can look that up.
That was it. That was it. That was it.
That's the one.
Kind
Close
of lean
enough.
across you there for a second. Oh, that hurt. What's that? Yeah, correct. Yeah. Yeah, if you, that top left quad there is looking straight down. The bottom right one is on par with the, it moves.
There's so many cucumbers to our right.
It's next to the Hercules, so if I tilt up, that bottom right one moves.
Wow.
Oh, there's also a hagfish in there.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh, there's a seep, I think. Or was it slightly back? You see that?
Well, car wash time.
Yeah,
Going to the
thought I
tower.
fixed that so it wouldn't do that, but. We're gonna start coming up there, Mike.
Coming up 5.
Roger. Ah, why are you not responding? Can you tilt that front camera down a little more?
The bubble. Dan? Is that what you meant?
Thank you. Gonna be one of those days.
You're welcome.
No, I need the other one. Do you need this, Dan?
What's that?
Do you need this?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
The other sonar is not working, so don't worry about it.
Well, no, but I use it for the sub.
That one is not working. Do not turn it on.
I'm not. I'm using the sub bottom.
You have an altimeter on your Herc GUI. Tilt down a little more with the bubble cam, please.
Oh.
More.
That's as far as it goes.
Tilt down a little more with the bubble cam, please.
Oh.
More.
That's as far as it goes.
Scoop is full of mud.
Oh, yeah.
Show me a minute, please. Oh, never mind. Oh, look.
What's our current heading?
They will be a little bit uphill, up the canyon wall. So that might be looking a bit different from what we are seeing now. So we will see how they compare to the seeps that we are seeing here in the base of the canyon. But yeah, right now, traveling to waypoint 8.
Yes, or whatever this is. Wow, this is a ridiculous number of, oh, are those sea cucumbers? I typed in hagfish because they look the same color.
I also thought hagfish is too many.
The bigger Zeus, it's like, it's sea cucumbers.
Oh my gosh. It's an aggressive amount.
Were you speaking on SPL, Leela?
I believe so.
I do hear you, yeah.
I hear you, but I don't.
Sorry, Leela, say a thing.
I am saying
Yeah,
things.
you're on SPL.
Yeah.
So if you see those meters moving down here, up there, down here, that means you're on SPL.
Okay.
If you need a visual
yeah,
reference.
I see it. Yeah, Ed doesn't hear me for some reason. I think maybe, Ed, are you listening to data?
Oh, okay.
Why can I not?
You're really quiet. Let me turn you up.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
no,
sorry,
it's
say
Michael,
what were you
not
saying?
Ed.
Leela, can you say a thing?
Blah, 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 blah. Lots of gray sea cucumbers. Why? This is so crazy.
Wow.
So then from the view that we have on the camera now, is that what we can do, or is that an option that we can read a little bit of the gas tight handles and everything, or is...
Pan up a little. Like that?
Yeah. Thank you.
I should probably check on the still cam.
Oh
yeah, yeah, that's right.
A little better, better. I don't know what that was. I apologize.
So we were talking about the day that sea cucumbers would be one of the dominant species in the area. That day has come, finally.
Yeah, right? Here we are.
Especially that pile we saw.
So what's a group of sea cucumbers?
Oh yeah, where are they?
Great question.
Is it called like a dill?
A dill, it's called
pickle.
a pickle. A pickle of sea cucumbers.
A bunch.
A bushel.
A barrel.
I like a barrel.
And you guys mind in the back row if we go across the flat here a little?
Okay. What'd you say?
All right, welcome everybody to the new watch. So this morning, the watch before us, they traveled from waypoint 1 to waypoint 6 and checked out all the areas where we have been observing bubble streams during the multi-beam survey in the night. And actually all of the ones that got detected in the night in the survey were also identified at the seafloor. So we have many targets already to go back in this area. So our plan is
Look at that.
So is Nav's the Norbit person on the other watch? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Annie's been doing pretty good with it, so.
Ah.
Teaching her to interpret the bubble streams?
Huh? Teaching her, and I created her the Norbulate button.
Oh,
she couldn't
okay.
start it up yesterday, so.
That's not a button, that's a...
Would you prefer the button just said button?
No, the button? No, then you'd be confused.
Should I label it, click here to norbulate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a region.
Okay, change of shift. Thanks so much, people.
Video back on.
The canyon wall. So we might be hitting some harder rock as we move up. There are four waypoints on our way up on our climb. What was that?
Getting nauseous looking at the Hercules, Zeus.
Yeah, no kidding.
Taking out the wrap.
Okay, so the
cable.
Seems to be a lot of drift kelp over here.
Yeah. And these kelp forests are really important to the ecosystem here, Pacific Northwest.
Very important. That's actually what my master's thesis project was supposed to be, where it was supposed to be located within the kelp forest instead of the deep sea. But I couldn't scuba dive with COVID, so ended up changing my project. But hey, I got to come out here and collect samples. That was a pretty sweet trade.
Well, and the kelp forests are really quite endangered now because there's been a sea urchin explosion because of the starfish.
Yeah, so sea urchins,
the starfish were kind of the top predators, and because we had the big die-off, we've gotten a lot more sea urchins. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, so another organism that feeds on those urchins is like lobsters will feed on the urchins. But yeah, if you get too many urchins in a kelp forest, it will become an urchin barren. They'll just eat all the kelp out.
And we don't have lobsters this far north in the Pacific.
Erosion's also an issue with kelp forests. Lots of landslides can take them out.
Sure. Yeah, they look like nice clear water.
They're fairly near shore, yeah.
But they're a great place for nursery fishes.
Oh, yeah. Great habitat for lots of beautiful fish and creatures. They're also beneficial to us because they, when they are photosynthesizing, they're removing a lot of the CO2 out of so like
out of the water.
Yeah, they can be potential, buffer zone areas for ocean acidification. That's something that a lot of scientists are looking into.
Work like trees in the ocean.
Yeah.
Right? Well, that's why they call them kelp forests. So the next part of this dive, hopefully we'll be seeing a little different seafloor. We're seeing an extension of the canyon wall, basically, extending out here onto the canyon floor, and we'll be climbing up the canyon wall, only about 50 meters, 55 meters up, but we'll be visiting waypoints on our way up that we saw in the multi-beam water column data this morning.
Oh, you want to kill the downlight again?
Sure.
Looks like we have over 200 meters to go to get to that waypoint.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
On the HYPACK survey, what's this discoloration top right? Is that?
That might be the seam between two maps. Let's pull it up and zoom out.
Things to good. This is all in the area of waypoint 6.
We're not getting closer to it. What's up with that?
Oh, weird.
Oh, odd.
Where, are you just lateraling, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
And it's getting
further away.
I wonder if it's some kind of reflection of these guys?
Maybe. Yeah, that doesn't look real.
Yeah. Yeah, the only other thing is this guy up here, which I think we probably saw in the distance when we were stopped earlier, so.
Let's look at it.
So.
And just for our viewers to clarify, bull kelp or any type of kelp does not grow this deep. There is no light down here for kelp to survive, but it would be called drift kelp, so it can find its way down here.
You can
be pushed.
Right, it's not alive at this point.
Right.
It looked alive, so it's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Hasn't decomposed yet.
That'll be fun for sea stars, I'm sure, to feed on eventually. If there were any urchins, they would be all over it.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And to Ava, who's watching, one of our younger viewers, those fish that look like eels are actually called eel pouts.
Oh, look at this, isn't
there more bubbles there? I couldn't quite tell. That might be the laser showing up in the high contrast.
This is just a incredible
those lasers.
Topography with all these
zoom in a tad there?
Yeah, they're bubble. Oh, yeah, there are. Lee.
Yep.
Somebody point them out to me.
They're in the very center of that where it's darker. You can see it in bubble cam.
Oh,
yeah. Coming in.
Do you want to consider this another site or part of the same?
No, let's leave it.
So they're just in this general area
I just
here.
don't think, yeah, we'll note it in the log, but let's not even put down
Okay, we won't put down another target.
because we're not going to sample this. But we will note in the log that we have seen another.
Got a roll and boil.
Bubble stream. It's
Rolling on boil?
Yeah, like when you're boiling water.
Oh.
We don't know that it's warm.
No, it's just the amount of bubbles.
Yeah. Also, let's go look at this pit just ahead of us.
Coming out.
Thank you. It's a little deeper. So there's a series of pits, like little collapses.
Yeah.
In the seafloor, and well, that is a pretty nice stream.
Bubble causeway.
Right.
I wonder if there is, if these targets all kind of align to indicate some much larger vein deeper underground.
Well, we're sort of at the edge of the canyon. There's a lot of fracturing that's gone.
That's interesting in there.
I don't
on the right-hand side.
I don't see any bubbles in there, but I do see kelp.
Yeah, we're not seeing any in the sonar either.
Okay. All right. Right, so that was, we were at waypoint, that's waypoint 6.
Yep.
Okay, let's go to waypoint 7. I will save the fun stuff for tomorrow.
Waypoint 7.
So that we can climb up rather than down.
4-5, I.
Bridge nav.
4-5.
Actually,
210 meters. 145.
I'm sorry. Why don't we go to waypoint 8? That way we can climb up that ridge.
Wait, so say again?
Waypoint 8 instead. I'm sorry, Chris.
Yeah. All right.
That way we can go straight uphill and won't have to double back and go downhill, down slope.
That's a big sablefish there.
So our next
bridge nav. Cancel the last move and 230 meters. 152.
So now we're going to be traveling down to the nose, basically, of a
and you're
little
152 as well.
Promontory.
152? I'm going to spin the other way.
So attached to this piece of kelp on the seafloor?
There must be something hard underneath it that it's
some kind of
able to grab onto.
Like a piece of hydrate?
Wishful thinking.
Oh, well, you should have seen the look I got. All right.
We're good?
Have we seen anything else in this area, Chris?
Let me give the sonar one more look. There's something directly to our right, a bright return.
Looks like there's another pit
90 degrees to the right,
Yeah,
too.
another pit ahead of us.
Okay,
and is this target labeled Bubbles 8?
Yes.
This is Bubbles 8.
Okay.
Oh. Gonna get messy.
Science can be messy.
It doesn't take much.
Yeah, let's just look it over a little bit.
I'd say this is
partial.
Probably the first time we've seen this much thick mat, right?
Right.
Yeah, on this dive at least.
Yeah. Okay, we're not seeing any bubble streams, so.
Hey. Zoom out, Ed.
Coming out. Oh,
all right. Well, that's interesting. Why it's there? Maybe there weren't as many gastropods, so maybe they hadn't eaten all the bacterial mat yet.
Yeah, maybe not.
Of course, if that was the case, they'd all be starving to death in the other areas, and they seem to be doing all right. There wasn't a whole lot of back mat around. Not my friend.
Bridge nav, 30 meters, 115.
Want to zoom in, Ed?
Something like that, or?
Are those shells?
Zoom in more.
They look like they're shells.
Yeah, those do look like shells.
Yep. See, they look alive.
We see some shell hash, but it looks like there might be some live ones.
There's a tiny sea star.
Do you think maybe in the, like there?
Yeah, maybe. A lot of them do look open, but
yeah,
there could be some live ones.
Yeah. They've seen better days.
yeah. Just like all of us. Well, I'm speaking for myself.
I'm in that bucket.
Astoria Canyon is
probably the first time we've seen this much thick mat, right?
Right.
Yeah, on this dive at least.
Yeah. Okay, we're not seeing any bubble streams, so.
Hey. Zoom out, Ed.
Coming out. Oh,
all right. Well, that's interesting. Why it's there? Maybe there weren't as many gastropods, so maybe they hadn't eaten all the bacterial mat yet.
Yeah, maybe not.
Of course, if that was the case, they'd all be starving to death in the other areas, and they seem to be doing all right. There wasn't a whole lot of back mat around. Not my friend.
Bridge nav, 30 meters, 115.
Want to zoom in, Ed?
Something like that, or?
Are those shells?
Zoom in more.
They look like they're shells.
Yeah, those do look like shells.
Yep. See, they look alive.
We see some shell hash, but it looks like there might be some live ones.
There's a tiny sea star.
Do you think maybe in the, like there?
Yeah, maybe. A lot of them do look open, but
yeah,
there could be some live ones.
Yeah. They've seen better days.
yeah. Just like all of us. Well, I'm speaking for myself.
I'm in that bucket.
Astoria Canyon is at 2:07 p.m. Out here in the Pacific Northwest, I know on the Oregon coast, I mean, basically end of August, September are our nicest months because the winds sort of die down a bit. But boy, that summer is going fast.
Cooling off again.
Yeah.
Might have 2 in here.
You mean cooling off in here?
Yeah.
I've got a hoodie and a winter jacket on.
Might have a little something over here to the right. There's sort of a pitty-looking thing, and now we got some bubbly-looking returns.
Pits.
Okay, let's check it out. Lots of eel pouts in this area. Okay, we're back to what looks like reduced sediments and these mounds of gastropods.
Yeah, that's looking like bubbles.
Oh yeah, this looks quite promising. Okay.
I gotta be back there on the right where it's dark. So
There's another pit right ahead of us.
what's that on the right? Is
I
it
bet-
2 eel pounds?
I bet that's where they're coming from. These little collapsed areas.
Is a line hanging up from it, Bob? See that?
Maybe.
Could be kelp.
Yeah. Zoom in.
Yep, coming in. Holding,
Kelp?
that's kelp, but up above.
Are those
I don't know what
tubes
that
from
That rod
tube
sticking
worms?
out.
Yeah, what are those?
That looks like
That's got to be
garbage.
some sort of kelp too, right?
Really?
Oh, they look very tubular if you zoom. Could be a sponge covered in sediment. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think they might be sponges. No?
Well,
They'd have to be attached
all
to
this other
something.
stuff is seaweed.
Yeah, the stuff at the bottom, but you see how there's like holes? They look like tubes almost with holes in them. And then there's some organic white material coming out at the top.
But, you know, that's clearly kelp back there.
Yeah, back there. That's bull kelp, I believe.
Oh, there's the bubbles too, just behind the kelp.
Yep, see him top of frame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just left lasers right on him.
Want to zoom in again?
Yeah, coming in. Bubble focus this time.
Okay.
Maybe lower and right.
Yep.
Down in there somewhere.
Yeah. They're
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out at the base of this
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are.
Is this where you're seeing them? Got ourselves a crab in front of us. That is not a Dungeness. Looks more like the crabs that we
It's
see.
a tanner crab, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Zoom in, Ed.
Coming in.
Are they
Yeah,
edible?
I wouldn't know. I don't eat any seafood.
I'd like to look edible, but
I
maybe
think
a
so.
little scrawny. You'd have to work to get something out of
Yeah, you wouldn't be eating the legs.
that.
Looks like a type of, we just call them spider crabs.
Yeah.
For how their legs angle.
It's traveling right along with us. So we're moving at the pace of a tanner crab. Up.
He's got his claws out in front of him in the shape of a C for crustacean, representing. Flashing.
Hey, moving on.
Let's go. This is just crazy. All these, this seafloor is practically pink with sea stars. And we're on our way to our next waypoint, waypoint 6. Another place where we identified bubble streams and water column data. We're out here in Astoria Canyon, which starts at about 175 meters water depth at the
Sablefish?
Chris? Yeah, it sure is.
Hey, there's some bacterial mat coming up.
Yeah.
at the edge of.
In, holding partial.
This looks different.
Yeah. It's different.
Here, now we're seeing, this is actual bacterial mat that we're looking at, the bright white patches. different than all those gastropods that we saw, which is, you can tell there's some off to the right, but let's put down a mat target, white mat. Thank you. Might be interesting to come back here and sample. Can we zoom in on it a little bit? And
zoom in it.
Coming in.
Where we also found a couple more bubble streams in the multi-beam data this morning. So look at this again. It's just packed.
Try that thing again.
Sure.
Sea stars everywhere. So Taylor Ann, did you enter your observations about this area?
Oh, yeah.
In the differences?
Yeah.
Good, thanks.
And right now I'm writing a little summary of everything that we've been seeing on my watch.
Thank you.
Yep.
It doesn't blink.
Yeah, it's got a mechanical problem. We were discussing how that thing works before. That's what happens when it's broken.
When you have moving parts, this is the sort of thing that can happen.
Now you'll get to see how it works.
We tried to add a moving part to the Norbit, and we saw how that went.
Yeah.
Would you
Okay, you can turn it off. Yeah.
Roger.
Probably not doing good for it.
No.
The OET science team out here is just incredible. All the work that they do, they keep track of all the samples, they do that work, and plus they off of the ROV when it comes to the surface, so they are working day and night, and just an incredible team. Everybody here on the Nautilus is really wonderful. It's a great ship to sail on, and...
What is that? Zoom in.
What is that?
Must be kelp, right?
Or a big blob of sediment, something.
Something that
everybody's kind of
everyone likes,
right?
Yeah.
Ew.
It's a little feast.
Maybe a chunk of carbonate. We really haven't. Real nice vigorous stream with some hydrates. Certainly no lack of sites for collecting gas here. So any more targets, Chris, or should we move on?
No, I think we can keep going.
Okay, so we were at waypoint 5. Let's head to waypoint 6.
Okay.
Thank you. So that was the
115, bearing 115.
115.
So we saw some rope in the bottom
Bridge
of that
nav,
pit.
110 meters, 120.
Which is probably fishing gear, I would imagine. Don't know why else there'd be a bunch of rope on the bottom of the seafloor. So we're heading on to the next waypoint, also sitting here at sort of at the base of the northern wall of Astoria Canyon on the canyon floor. And a lot of these interesting sort of mound and pit structures. As Taylor Ann pointed out, we're not seeing as much of the fluffy bacterial mat in these areas. You want to talk about that a little, Taylor?
Yeah, so I've noticed in previous sites when we're looking for hydrate and we're seeing these seeps in the bubble streams that even at the base of the stream itself, you would at least see a really thick, fluffy bacterial mat. If it's not all around completely in a large patch, it's at least at the base. But I know that some of these bubble streams we've been seeing today, it's just all been covered with black sediment and then those gastropods.
Right.
And some of the bubble streams that we were seeing in the earlier sites, so like bubbles 1 and 2 or 3, where those bubbles were coming out, it was just a black sediment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, with no bacterial mat around it at all. Yeah. Interesting observation, but you're absolutely right.
We've been seeing more diffuse transfer of bubbles too.
Right, I mean, this
just
these
out of the
huge
bottom
fields
everywhere, yeah.
Of these tiny gastropods. But we haven't been seeing a lot of the clams. We really haven't seen much shell hash.
No shell hash.
No.
Which would make sense.
And I don't think we did not really notice this on our last dive here at Astoria Canyon.
No.
Just off to the west, just a little bit. I don't remember seeing all these fields and fields of these tiny little gastropods.
Yeah,
we'll definitely have to collect some of those. I mean, maybe that's all the bigger they get. Maybe they're not babies. Maybe.
Yeah, they might just be full grown.
Oh, there's Emil. Hi, Emil. Remember sailing with you out here. Thank you for writing in.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the different target distances in a high pack survey? Like,
so the first one is the ship, the second is Hercules, and the third is Argus.
What one do you pay more attention to, Hercules? Yeah.
Depends on what thing I'm moving.
Right.
Out here, when I'm putting in ship moves, I'm looking at Argus. When I'm telling you guys where to go, generally looking at Herc.
Okay.
And the ship position is kind of irrelevant because it's, I wish we could get it to report from the position of the wire.
Roger, okay.
You zoom in?
Yep, coming in.
Okay, this.
So, Kylie.
Dorsal fin, telestrate me.
This is the front dorsal. This is the back dorsal.
Okay.
And this gap in between them is how you tell them apart.
And so this kind of fish is a wah, is a what?
Can we zoom in on that?
Yep.
I'd like to know if it's Matt.
There you go.
It's the circle again. The crop circle, and it looks like there is a bit of bacterial mat there. So, so yes, the way we're seeing bacterial mat out here is like a crop circle. When we see these circular patches, it's generally bacterial mat. Thank you.
You bet, coming out.
And we're seeing a couple of small clams.
So this is a sablefish.
You're absolutely correct.
And the other one we were confusing it with is a
lingcod.
Lingcod.
But lingcods have more mottled and more colorful,
kind of spotted,
colorful generally than.
Okay.
Sablefish are basically just silver. Very nice looking, sleek, silver. But the lingcod are a little bit more colorful. Okay, so we're moving on to waypoint 6. It looks like it's about 100 meters to our east, southeast. And we're back in Sea Star land.
Cactus.
Don't stop.
Till you get enough.
We'll see how this goes. It is a little murky, so.
Is it any good?
Yeah.
A little murky.
Just a little more, and then we've done a full circle, and I'm happy.
And I'm happy. And I got to look around the pit too, that helps.
Now we can do a
yeah.
circle to the other direction.
And now Chris has 8 hours of work for him after the walk.
Well, no, my laptop has 8 hours of work. That's the nice thing about this.
That's great.
Okay.
Is that
That's
it?
Okay.
that's it. That's all I need.
needed.
Grid, yeah. That's even more data. And Taylor, I know you're taking, are you taking constant stills too?
Yeah, so it's at an interval, so it might not have.
Okay, that's fine.
But I was taking captures every few seconds.
That's good too, yeah.
Yeah.
We can extract it from the video, but if you're taking captures, that kind of speeds the process a bit.
Captures and still cam was set at an interval.
Does it
30 seconds? So yeah, I don't know how helpful that will be, but.
Does the marine snow and the visibility make it difficult to do the mosaic?
Yes.
Makes the image.
Yeah.
Does it make the image gritty? Or can you refine it after?
Because the junk in the water doesn't match from image to image.
Right.
They don't get selected by the matching process.
Okay.
Right. So they do add
Right.
noise and whatever, but won't be added to the model.
Right. Okay.
Only static things.
Gotcha.
So we did not quite reach the waypoint, but you didn't see anything. You think that this is
big fish?
Wow, that's a big sablefish. I think.
Yeah.
Noted by the distance between the first and second dorsal.
Thanks.
Ding.
Couldn't quite see the dorsal.
I can over here on this.
Well, on your lovely video over there.
Yeah.
Let's just pass over waypoint 5. Make me feel happy. And then we will head on.
Hey, Chris, when you get those
to
captures,
8.6.
can you just verify for me that they're 1080p with no interlace artifacts?
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, ideally I'll use the stills cam, but
yeah,
but we have a couple options now.
Do you get RAW out of that?
The stills cam, Tim said something about it can export just JPEGs, which is actually what I want.
Okay.
You want generally you want worse images for this rather than a few super good ones.
Yeah, yeah.
So
that's absolutely a sablefish.
Definitely long distance between the dorsal fins.
Yeah.
And
you know that, Kylie?
And
what?
And lingcod
I'm not even sure what a dorsal fin is.
More spots.
Can you illustrate it
Yeah,
next time?
they have spots and more coloring.
There's like many things poking out of the body of that thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a biologist.
Dorsal, it's on the back.
Dorsal?
There's more than one dorsal?
Okay.
We've done it.
We were
There's
done.
dorsal,
Triceratops.
ventral.
Yeah, there's one here, and then a ways back there's a second one, which is usually lower first.
Roger.
It's like 6 gill sharks.
All right, where are we going? What are we doing?
We're heading to waypoint 5.
14 meters, 120.
120.
120.
Bridge nav.
This was
10 meters, 100.
This was probably the bubble
autos.
streams
There we go.
that we identified as waypoint 5, but let's go look at it anyway, and then we'll head on out to waypoint 6.
You want to kill
show
a
Kylie
downlight
the-
again?
Sure.
See, dorsal,
Wow.
break, dorsal. It's like Morse code.
Where?
Just went by underneath
Oh.
that.
I wonder if we should have done that with the downlight off.
Nobody said anything. It's too late. They had 2 chances.
It didn't take that long. I mean, we can try it again later on in the dive after we find the hydrate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it works best with things sticking up out of the ground, but it seems like we're mostly looking at pits here, so.
Speaking of which, what are those things just leaving bottom right frame?
Bottom
Look
right?
like, yeah, they're gone.
What are we looking at?
We just went past a couple things sticking out of the ground, but it could have been carbonate, could have been something else.
Oh, you mean
they're
like
past us?
You mean like hydrate?
Yeah.
I didn't see any.
Okay.
It could have been a fish.
But even when we passed them,
Oh,
and
looks like we may have some bubbles up here on the right.
Right. Coming around. Coming around.
My goodness.
Yeah, oxygen's dropped really low.
Well, that actually looks like real bacterial mat. Instead of...
Well, there's a lot up there.
Wow. This area is just incredible.
Maybe we could go over to that edge on the left and then walk it over to the right.
Okay, we found more of this undulating topography here. Chris seems to have picked up some more bubble streams with the sonar on the
You mean
submersible.
partial zoom there, Ed?
Yep, coming in. About there.
Good.
Still 2 meters out.
So, Kali, those things sticking out just after the fins on that fish are the...
It's like there's
there they are.
Some bright bacteria mat here.
See the bubbles, top of the frame?
Yeah, you can zoom in more.
Coming in.
Yeah, they're coming out all over.
Everywhere.
Where? Oh, where?
Can you see it in bubble
Oh,
at
yeah.
all?
Oh, yeah, over in here.
Bubbles on channel 3 on our website.
Right.
They're in the entire frame in bubble, and I've got like a wider view of what
Yeah,
Bob's looking at.
They're everywhere.
Wow. Okay, this is bubble 7.
You want that downlight on?
Yeah. Cute.
There's some more of those encrusted sphere things off on the left that we saw at the first site. First or second site.
So how many streams are we seeing here? It just seems like...
Just looks like they're kind of just diffusing out of the bottom.
Yeah.
Like all over. Very tiny ones.
Yeah, not really focused flow, just sort of diffuse. Okay, so this is bubble 7 site.
Finding bubbles everywhere we go.
I guess. And this is right on the waypoint 5.
Bubbles, bubbles everywhere, and not a hydrate in sight.
I know.
Yeah, I'd say the bacterial community is probably very different too, it seems like, compared to the sites we've seen. Like when we did sample the hydrate, all of the really thick white mat, like we're not seeing as much of that thick fuzzy mat here. It's mostly the, like in little patches and then these gastropods all over black sediment.
Not the flow.
Yeah, the flow doesn't look all that
Not a bit.
sampleable. Yeah, let's see what else. Just pull ground a little bit.
I mean, that seems like a pit over on the other side.
Yeah, it sure does.
We'll go look over there. How's that?
Oh, thanks, Bob.
I see some more bubbles up straight ahead too. Further in the distance.
Oh my.
That looks like rope.
Was
You want to kill that downlighting?
Yeah.
Yeah, Raj.
Oh, that's much better. Can I jump in there real quick?
Yep.
All right. I'm just going to frame it up, get a look.
And let's look
I don't see any part of it.
Let's look just to
just a little water rope.
Let's look to the lower right of that rope. Can you zoom in on that white spot?
Well, yeah, it's academic though. I don't think we can.
Yeah, we're not going in
anywhere near there.
Well, let's just look at it anyway.
That's as good as I can get you. What are they doing with the boat?
That just looks like junk growing on the rope.
Yeah, most likely, you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
Swells come up.
Thank goodness. Be horrible to find hydrate in there and not be able to get it.
Yeah, wind's okay.
Good.
All right. So
okay,
you don't see bubbles that way, right?
Let me double check. No.
All right.
Do you want to travel on where Chris saw the next bubble stream in this area?
Well, I guess that's what we were just looking at with the left side.
With this thing on the left is it's not static, it's moving the rope.
Yeah, you can just mask off sections of the frame.
Okay.
So if there's
so explain to me what we're trying to do. You want
to if we have the site, I just need you to do sort of a sweep around. We don't need to go all the way around far as.
So you can see that we're in a pit, right? Like I'm sitting on
the
bottom.
Yeah, but you can back up.
Okay, so we're not going to be up close.
No, you don't need to be up close. So long as we have a reasonable.
As I come around, the slope is on both sides, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to run into it if we're.
I don't think you have to be at a fixed altitude.
No, yeah, and you can move around as much as you want.
Like go along the rim of it?
Yeah, so we're
like
flying.
Ride the edge of this thing?
Nap of the earth. Or maybe that doesn't mean anything.
You don't have to go. You don't have to go into the pit.
Just follow the terrain. Is that? I don't know how else you say nap of the earth. Any helicopter
So we're going to try
here?
some new technology out here.
What about my iris, Chris? Can I mess around with that as we go up and down, or you just want it fixed or auto?
Auto is probably fine, yeah.
Or I can just maintain the exposure if you want.
Well,
let me show you what auto gives you. Yeah, there you go, auto. And then I have some trim adjustment on top of the auto.
Okay. Is the stills cam good?
Yeah, it looks focused. And I'll also take captures back here.
Okay. Oh, yeah, taking captures as you go is great, too.
Yep.
Okay. Just sort of sweep around to the right, then sweep back to the left. Just sort of keeping the bubble stream in the middle fixed.
All right, let me change the gain here.
So we're going to try to get a sort of a 3D picture of the seafloor here using the Norbit sonar. Chris is an expert with this sonar. He's made some beautiful maps.
Yeah, so this we're not actually using the sonar at all.
You're not? What are
This
you?
is going to be done completely from the imagery.
Oh. Well, excuse me. Please tell us about it. That's nice. Great image of the pit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this basically works sort of in the same way how like, our brains can sort of get an idea what this thing looks like in 3D as the vehicle moves around, right?
Uh-huh.
Turns out that there's a mathematically robust way to do that too, so you can actually make a 3D reconstruction of the area.
Well, this is good too because it gives us a really good view what's going on in that pit.
We're going to have to take a wrap out after this.
Okay.
How can you tell, like, if there's a wrap in the tether? I know you can read it on this thing, but what technology is used to tell?
Just the compasses.
It's like
Full wide.
Yeah, get as much out of the front.
Chris, what are the divisions in that we're seeing in the nav? Is that 100?
The divisions.
You know, the lines.
On
the screen.
On this screen?
Yeah.
The nav G screen?
Yep.
Hang on a second.
20 meters.
Yeah, there you go.
Now it's 50.
50 meters.
Yeah, okay.
It's up in the upper right.
When you zoomed, it changed.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Well, yeah, I had it was in UTM and I switched it to XY.
20 meters.
Here we're over another patch of gastropods. Look at this, it's just crazy. They're everywhere. They're carpeting the seafloor here. I wonder why they're all so small. You know? You'd think you'd see some big ones in there too. So we're making our way through these waypoints. Seen lots and lots of bubble streams. Most areas we've looked at have had more than one
like a pit
stream.
there.
Yeah. You can swing over and check it out if you want. I think.
However you want to approach it, Bob.
That might be it anyway, right?
Please feel free. Eggfish. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Yes, we're approaching another pit here. Probably it could be our next waypoint.
Straight ahead, you're gonna lose it here pretty soon.
There it is.
Wow.
Say again.
Hit.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, it looks like there's bubbles coming out of it too now. Now that the background's gone, you can see the bubbles.
Look at that. That is impressive. Holy cow.
1 meter to port.
Wow.
Like an asteroid hit here.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's really deep, big. That mound is pretty
we're looking at it. Yeah.
You know there's going to be bubbles right in the bottom center of that somebody's going to have to sample.
A pit here. Wow. Crazy looking seafloor. Bit of a collapse pit, which would be a good indicator that there could possibly be hydrate.
Yeah, partial.
Yeah. Bubbles
like
in
there.
That dark spot. Kind of see it in bubble cam.
Yep. Big stream. Big stream.
Can you point it out, Ed?
Yeah, it's top of the screen right between the lasers. Dead center.
And it's coming out of where that white-ish thing is in that gray.
We got
I
tons
wonder
more
what that
zoom.
whitish thing is.
Well, that part right there.
Oh.
It's matted.
It's not hydrate. It's like a
looks like
piece of kelp or something with mat all over it.
Blue sandler.
So there's a steady stream coming out of that.
Not really seeing
Yeah, there's bubbles coming out to the right also. The other patches of dark area. More to the right.
Oh, I guess.
See that?
Right.
Oh, Roger. Okay, well, it's in bubble cam. Up on the mound a little bit. And it's
Well, it's coming out of that one really good. Is it coming out of the other one good, or is it just...
no, just not as much, no.
I see a couple
I
bubbles
see.
every
Yeah,
once in a
there's a
while
couple
on the
over there.
right. The one
That's
on
a
the
nice-
left.
Is really going.
Yeah, steady stream coming
Can
out
you
of.
give me a tilt up so we can just get it? Yeah, hold on, right there. Yeah, let me get these in focus. That'll be real easy. Oh, went past them. All right. Exactly right there somewhere.
All right, going down.
Is there, do you see any possibility of there being hydrate here? Can
Man, I did not.
peek around a little bit. Can we poke at that? I think that's kelp, right?
Yeah,
It's floaty.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's certainly the bottom part, the top part of it is.
Zoom out.
Coming out.
Look around a little.
Full wide.
So what's the plan?
Can we go in there? No,
Well,
probably not.
Not easily.
Okay.
I can
Yeah,
get closer, but
I don't see anything really bright white that's indicative of hydrate. You're getting some good still shots. Are we getting
Oh, yeah.
still cam shots continually?
Yeah, I can check the still cam for you too.
And that's a really interesting looking spot.
Still taking captures.
Good. Okay. That's a nice steady bubble stream. But we don't really see any other ones. And
Susan, if you wanted to try a photogrammetry thing, this would be a decent place.
photo who?
To do a mosaic.
Yeah.
and you say it'll only take 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, it should. We just have to do a little pirouette around the site.
Okay, let's do it. get these. Got some great comments from our scientists on shore. Land again. Got a little hat on the seafloor here. Is that a jelly?
Yeah, it's a Paralia, I think.
Yeah, a lot less sea stars. Thorny heads. What is that? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, it's the snakehead eelpout. Interesting. Here hangs the lower jaw.